நான் வாங்கிட்டேன். ஸ்டாஃப் கிட்ட வாங்கிட்டு குடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டேன்.
சரி, யார்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா?
ராதிகா மேம்.
அவங்க அங்க உட்காந்துருக்காங்களா?
உட்காந்துருக்காங்க.
இது பேர் ராதா மேம்.
இது ஒண்ணு அப்புறம்
மூணு மூணு மூணு
A warm good morning to one and all present here. The event will start shortly, so I request every participant to mute your mic.
Organizers.
Ma'am, good morning.
Good morning. Can we start the program since Dean and HOD are already in?
Yes, ma'am. Waiting for the chief guest. We're calling him now.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, we will start, ma'am.
Yes, by 10:30 we can start.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. A very good morning to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower, sir, our respected Dean, Dr. S. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir, our beloved HOD, Dr. Lima Rose Miranda, ma'am, distinguished members of faculty, beloved alumni, and my dear friends. I find immense pride and honor in welcoming you all to the inauguration of a 4-day online intercollege technical symposium, Chemfluence 2021, sponsored by Kodari Petrochemicals, co-sponsored by Chemfine and Redwood Innovations, organized by the Department of Chemical Engineering, AC Tech, Anna University.
சடையாண்டி தனையும் ஒரு புலவனை சங்கத்தில் கவிபாட வைத்த பெண்ணே, நடையழகு நாயகியே, லகரம் எனும் தனியெழுத்து தத்துவமே, உனக்கு குடைபிடிக்கும் பாக்கியத்தை எனக்கே கொடுத்துவிடு, வேறெதுவும் நான் வேண்டேன் என்று என் தமிழ் அன்னையை வணங்கி இவ்விழாவினை துவங்குவோம். I request everyone to stand up in front of their device and I request host to play Tamil Valtu.
கோமு உட்காந்துக்கோ.
சிறந்த திராவிடர்கள் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் எத்திசையும் புகழ் வணங்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனே தமிழனே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Now I would like to call upon Ms. Priyadarshini, Director of ACE, to deliver the welcome address.
Happy day to all. It gives me great pleasure to extend the heartiest welcome to all of you to the inauguration of Chemfluence, a national level technical symposium being organized online for the first time since its initiation. Owing to the ongoing pandemic, the Association of Chemical Engineers has been a boosting hub which encourages the talent and knowledge of an individual in technical as well as team-oriented activities. The former consortium has conducted national-level symposiums pertaining to our department for more than 2 decades. The Association of Chemical Engineers consists of 18 members, and other major events conducted by the association includes reactants to welcome the fresh batch of students, Aurora to celebrate our teachers, and Sinora to bid farewell to our final years. Usually, we also conduct webinars and workshops throughout the year. Chemfluence 2021 will mark its 26th year of technical excellence with much more to offer to the students. This year's theme is circular economy. Today's linear take, make, waste model, where materials are made into products and the products are used, but the wastes which are thrown are being replaced with an approach that eliminates the concept of waste and unlocks new value by continuously coming up with ways and utilizing them to the maximum capacity. On this special occasion, we are honored by the presence of the Dean of Aragappa College of Technology, Dr. S. Meenakshi Sundaram, sir. It is a matter of great pleasure for us that he could find time to be with us in spite of his preoccupations. I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to the head of the Department of Chemical Engineering, Dr. Lima Rose Miranda ma'am. Her presence here is a source of inspiration for us and a morale boost for the entire department. Great honor, I welcome Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower, sir, the Managing Director of Saint Gobain India Private Limited, Glass Solutions and Strategic Projects, who has agreed to grace this occasion with his esteemed presence. I take immense pleasure in welcoming the student coordinators, Dr. K.V. Radha ma'am and Dr. Santoshini Priya ma'am, under whose guidance and coordination we have been able to organize today's inaugural function. I would also like to welcome our distinguished alumni whose support and encouragement has played a huge part in making this event possible. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the distinguished staffs and delegates who are present here, and of course the students for their enthusiasm. And finally, thank you each and everyone who has made this event possible for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Priyadarshini.
Participants, please mute your mic. Chemfluence is a national level technical symposium of the Department of Chemical Engineering, AC Tech, Anna University. Started in 1994 as a college level symposium, it is now in its 26th year. The event includes oral presentation as an online substitute for poster and paper presentation and mock interview, among others, with cash prize worth 25,000. On March 16, we have arranged a webinar on intensified chemical engineering practices and techniques for Sustainable Development by Mr. D. Gopal, Project Manager, SSLV Scientist from ISRO. The symposium mainly aims at nourishing and budding chemical engineering with knowledge of core concepts and provide an opportunity to showcase their talent. Chemfluence is conducted annually by the Association of Chemical Engineers, the official student body of Department of Chemical Engineering, Anna University. This year, the pandemic hit all the activities, but the code of Alexander says, don't let anything stop you. There will be times when you will be disappointed, but you can't stop. Make yourself the best that you can make out of what you are. So, adhering to the guidance set by the government, under the guidance of our college, without mass gathering, this year we are completely online on the Zoom platform. Chemfluence'21 will be on March 15 to March 18 during the afternoon session to accommodate the participants with limited data availability. After numerous challenges, the Association of Chemical Engineers have now successfully initiated the symposium.
Our beloved head of the department, Dr. Lima Rose Miranda ma'am, pursued her BTech at AC Tech Anna University, MTech and PhD in IIT Madras, and has boundless experience in research and teaching. She has published numerous papers in national and international journals. Ma'am, it truly has been an inspiring and resolute journey from being a student to becoming the head of the department in our very own campus. Without further ado, I would like to invite our beloved HOD, an expert in chemical reaction engineering, to address the meet.
Good morning to everyone gathered here.
Good morning.
This is a great privilege and a very nice occasion to actually congratulate all of you, especially the students. But before that, I deem it my privilege and honor to welcome the chief guest, Sir Eisenhower, who is an alumnus of this institute, passed out in 1974, and the dean of the campus, who has always been a source of inspiration and great support to the people and the department. So I welcome both of them for this inaugural function. And this Chemfluence, I've seen the Chemfluence for many years, and I've seen how it has grown. I know it is a little difficult time for you students because you're not able to have the Chemfluence in the one-to-one basis. But making this effort to have it in a virtual platform is very, very encouraging because you have taken a lot of efforts. Chemfluence is not only for technical events. It also is a part, I think, of a couple of years. They have been doing department, intra-year activities also, encouraging the younger students also to participate and come to know about Chemfluence. With a few words and encouraging you to do your very best, I thank you once again and hope you have a very 4 days of eventful events. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of wisdom.
Our Honorable Dean, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram Sir, pursued his BTech Chemical Engineering at CIT, Coimbatore, and completed his MTech and PhD in Biotechnology at Anna University. His previous roles include Coordinator at MHRD, Center for Excellence in Biomedical Application, Anna University, and Chief Coordinator at University Innovation Cluster. And he is working as a Senior Scientist at Alkyl Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited. He has published numerous research papers in national and international journals. Now, I invite our respected Dean to address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Respected Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower, Managing Director, Saint Gobain India Private Limited, respected head of the department, Demaros Perenda, faculty colleagues, students, delegates, speakers, and participants of Chemfluence. Good morning to all of you. Normally, in the months of February and March, our AC Tech main building will be always decorated with a lot of decorations, flower columns, and all those things. And we used to have symposium of departments every week. But this time, due to this pandemic, we have a deserted look. Anyhow, I first congratulate team Chemfluence for doing it online this year. It is very important to keep the audience active in the online virtual platform. Till last year, we used to have 1 or 2 sessions as video conferencing and things. For that, students and everyone will be struggling to get it connected and all those things. Even though it is now due to this pandemic and things, digital platforms have evolved to a large extent. Now we are having all your classes online and your exams online, and now you are having a symposium in the virtual platform. Of course, the technological advancements are also there whenever there is a restrictions thing. So in order to attract the audience and keep them very active, I found that you have brought in eminent AC Tech alumni, Mr. Eisenhower, for the inauguration. And I welcome you, sir. Also, you all know chemical engineering is always a growing field, and always it is very important to have innovations in new technology. In many areas, nanotechnology is coming up, and all chemical engineering fields are going on these areas. Also, the green process development is another important thing in this century, where you need to develop a lot of environmental friendly process and energy efficient process, where a lot of discussions and things are also going in this. When I saw that Chemfluence things about various fields and other things, it's all going to be a challenging task for us in developing the innovations process and other things. I congratulate all the Chemfluence team and wish all the best to have a very good deliberations on the various topics in Chemfluence and things. Thank you.
We also miss the offline mode of Chemfluence, sir. But we will make this online Chemfluence in successful manner, sir. Thank you for your inspiring speech.
Now I call upon Mr. Rahul Shantakumar, Chief Editor, for the launch of our department magazine, Pathways.
A very good morning to our chief guest, our respected dean, our beloved HOD, members of faculty, and my dear friends. With the help of our writers and designers, our main objective was to bring to light recent technical advancements in the field of chemical engineering that engages with the readers of our magazine. The theme of this year's magazine is Chemical Engineering and Medicine. The magazine takes a look at the relationships between two disciplines and shows the readers how chemical engineering has contributed to the field of medicine, from the preparation of tablets to engineered hydrogels as artificial matrices used in tissue engineering. This year's editions also gives the readers insights on different ways chemical engineering is being used to respond to COVID-19 challenges. We hope that by reading this magazine, you see the hard work and dedication at Pathways while simultaneously learning new things. We would like to thank our team members, editors, and designers for the launch of this magazine alongside ACE. We would like to extend a special thanks to our student coordinators of Pathways for their guidance. The entire magazine will be available through various online platforms. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul. Our chief guest, Mr. Swaminathan Eisenhower, sir, An alumnus of batch 1974 of our department, is currently the Managing Director of Saint Gobain India Private Limited. He was a former chairman of Confederation of Indian Industries, CII, Tamil Nadu, and was a vice president of Madras Aluminium Company Limited. He has substantial experience in manufacturing, projects, and operations management. Sir, your path to success is truly inspiring. On behalf of the organizing committee, I thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion amidst your busy schedule. Without delay, I would like to invite our Honorable Chief Guest to share his wisdom with the students connected with us in the forum.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First, good morning to everybody. I thank the organizers of Chemfluence'21 for having invited me today. It's my privilege and pleasure to be here, especially in a function in which my college alma mater is connected. So it is my pleasure. So thank you, everybody. I thank the Dean, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, and the HOD, Dr. Elizabeth Lima Rose, who had helped the students to make this program very successful. I was very much excited when I saw the magazine which you have released today, in which you're showing the connection between medicine and engineering, chemical engineering. Yes, there's a lot of connection, and I think such good articles will motivate more engineers to study this field. Now, I would like to share a screen. Am I okay with it? For my presentation, I would like to talk on manufacturing, the digital manufacturing. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So it is just taking you through.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think I've gone to the last slide. Sorry. Okay. Now you're able to see the screen, nah? Okay, so I'll just take you through one small presentation on where I expect manufacturing to be in the coming years. So how manufacturing is getting transformed through digital. These are the two subjects I'm going to deal. So as you all know, the manufacturing started way back in the year 2000 AD. So this was how manufacturing was. So it was a craft in the earlier days. So people were very secretive about their craft and would not teach anybody except their sons. And that manufacturing was in the form of art and not as a science. In the 17th and 18th century, slowly when the quantity required was going up, they started having the first industrial revolution. So people started giving raw materials to workers to make garments, etc. So all this started. Then started the English system of manufacturing using machines. Most of them were steam machine turbines because coal was abundant in UK at that days. Then the American system started, in which we had the mass production and interchangeability of components. And I think the Taylor, most of you would have studied about the Taylor's scientific management industrial engineering study, which started in the 1900s. We started having this statistical process control, ISO, etc. started coming in the 50s. In the 60s, 570, we had the numerical process control using computers, which were as big as a hall those days. And we started slowly going to flexible manufacturing systems and using the computer integrated manufacturing. So there were current off, etc. in our factories those days in the 2000. So what is the juice left in automation? This is what is my main subject. Earlier, car buyers had only one choice. You could buy any color except that the color should be black. Today, it's customized. You could have anything done on your car. You could buy a car with any design on it. So that is what it has happened today. Times have changed. so as the customer expectation. Manufacturing system addresses some of these needs through sustaining methodologies that we are already aware. I think your dean also spoke of sustainable manufacturing. Today, without sustainable manufacturing, we cannot survive. So the time has come for disruptive innovation. I think Amazon is a very big disruptive innovation, which many of you know how it has completely changed the retail outlets. So like that, what are the other disruptive innovations that can come through? So there is a paradigm shift. So I will talk about what are the disruptive technologies or innovations that can come in manufacturing in the years to come now. So we started, as I said, up to automation. Now we are in the disruptive innovation style. So this is called the fourth industrial revolution, or the IoT, or the Internet of Things. This is where we are today. So if you really look at it, you can really see that today, this, in my view, these 12 disruptive technologies are in work. It's a mobile internet, automation of knowledge work, IoT, cloud-based technology, advanced robotics, autonomous or near autonomous vehicles, next generation genomics, energy storage, 3D printing, advanced materials, advanced oil and gas refining and recoveries, renewable electricity. I think these 12, I picked up this from the McKinsey's Global Institute, and are going to cause a lot of disruptive innovations in the coming years in manufacturing. And this is going to really impact manufacturing, like it will lead to a new manufacturing ecosystem. I think you people are going to be very lucky. The students of today are really going to go into something very new. Not that we were not lucky, we were also lucky. We started off in 74. When I started, I knew what was manufacturing then. And today, when I'm still continuing to work in the 2020, I see so much of change in the manufacturing system that has occurred over the last 48 years. From subtractive manufacturing, we have gone into additive manufacturing. If you really see those days, it was more fettling the forged the product. Today, it is no longer fettling the product that is poured in the foundry. We're trying to do more additive manufacturing with a minimum wastage. We have got some new innovative materials that has come in: carbon fiber, nanotechnology. I think Professor Meenakshi Sundaram spoke about that also, nanotechnology. Can you imagine on glass today, we coat the coating, we have 13 types of coating covering the glass to give solar control, and each coating is only nanometer thick, and we have the latest technology to do it. We cannot even imagine of such technologies in the earlier years. But this has made everything really very, very productive. So glass has become so productive because of this nanotechnology. And we, in fact, when we supply glass to malls, we talk of the air conditioning load in the hall. What would be the reduction in the air conditioning load? To that extent, we are able to do it today. The 3D printers that directly printed on the computer, designed by a computer, geography of manufacturing has completely changed. That slowly the volume or the size of the parts that are coming out of the 3D are increasing day by day. Dexterous robots. I talked of your advanced robotics. Today the robots are so dexterous, they can do so much of work. And the new generation robots are more cobots. I wouldn't call it a robo, I would call it a cobot. It is able to interact with the humans. It no longer requires huge programming. Many things can be done by voice commands. Things have changed so much. Web-based collaborative manufacturing. I talked to you of cloud-based manufacturing. Really, quite a lot of things have come now, and we are able to source technology on the cloud, pay for it by the minute you use it, and use that to find innovative technologies for your manufacturing. For example, the Citroen car GT, I understand, was a crowdsourcing concept. Everything, 50% of it was through the web. I told you different kind of robots, and the cost of robots is dropping every day. I won't be surprised when you could buy a robo for ₹1 lakh in the coming years, which could do small jobs with small weights. It's not very difficult. Can you imagine the skilled work is being done today without workers? In the Tesla factory, each robo can do 4 types of jobs, 4 tasks at the same time. It can do welding, it can do riveting, it can do bonding, and it can do installing a component. So just imagine the productivity, the cost of manufacturing is coming down day by day. It is no longer that we are adding robots to reduce the labor cost. It is to improve productivity, improve quality. This is what we are adding robots for. Humans are required for designing, for more higher level work. This is where you engineers are going to work on. In Philips, in Netherlands, I think they do hundreds of these low-skilled work is now transformed to this. Because even humans also don't want to do this low-skilled work. They want to go to higher levels thinking work. So you people are going to have a lot of opportunities to do this type of works in the coming years. So as manufacturing goes digital, it will allow more productivity, more economic manufacturing, much more economically, in much smaller numbers. You could customize many things from mass manufacturing, and you could really need engineers like you who do a lot of thinking work to do these jobs. So this is going to be the manufacturing of the future. And you people, you young students are going to be really there to do this work. So please ensure that you're able. Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
A lot of disturbance.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, can you,
So,
other than the speaker, the rest can be force muted.
hello.
Yes, sir, we have done that.
Yeah. Welcome to the digital twin manufacturing from the era of mass manufacturing. When I joined in 74, they always started talking of mass manufacturing, doing everything on the line, like the Ford started, saying that will be the best way to manufacture. Then from that, we went into the lean concept, where we started making in small modules where the entire component was finished. So lean manufacturing we started, and today we are completely changing into customized manufacturing from mass manufacturing. Because that is going to be the order of the day. The customer is the king. The customer is not interested in buying something which is there in the mass. He wants something to be customized. So welcome to this digital era where we can get it done from the era of mass manufacturing. So digitalized manufacturing is going to have a lot of opportunities for all of us. It is going to be a real-time monitoring. Today, factories have on the shop floor all the KPIs or the key performance indicators are completely monitored every minute. It could be the OEE of the machine. It could be the world-class manufacturing technology that is designed for your company. It could be the quality cost. It could be quick reactions to deviations. We can no longer come next day, read the logbook to see. Deviations are there. We quickly react every minute. Process optimization. I think statistical process control is gone. We have now gone into big data and analytics. That is going to be the order of the day for chemical engineers. This big data analytics is really going to help us completely redo our process thinking and how to optimize the process. Man to machine communication, self-adapting line, digital plant operations. What are the process automations? What are the simple robots? What are the ERPs that we are going to have? What are the MES, management requirements? What are the QMS driven production lines that we are going to have? We are no longer going to talk of preventive maintenance. It's going to be predictive maintenance using network sensors, using the big data analytics. And digital learning is something which is going to be the in thing. But I never thought that I would have to use a computer to learn, but it has become the day, especially this pandemic has forced me to learn much more faster. The e-work instructions. We have to go through that. These simulations. See, today training is through simulations. So you can simulate some emergencies in your process plant and see how to react. And based on that reaction, we can keep correcting yourself so that when the actual emergency comes, you are much more ready to meet it. The last but not least is the smart product and traceability. Today, traceability is something which is really out of the world. It is no longer that you have to carry a piece of paper, sticker number, no, not required. The unique ID, the laser tech QR codes has made it very, very simple. And ID based self-setting. So when you come to the machine, your ID will set the machine for you. Just like in your car, you can set your seating or your steering where it has to be in which position. That way, everything has changed today. So these are the disruptive technologies, innovations that are going to come in the future. And you students who are passing out are going to really benefit from it. And please ensure that you are in the right place at the right time. Learn. I think learning never stops. Continue to learn. And what were the stakeholders in this transformation? We have three: the individual businesses, the industries or the associations, and the academia and the government. These are the three stakeholders for us. So what does the individual businesses do for us? They embedded digital products for service domain, retrofits, new investments with digital in mind, recruit millennials like you and invest in relevant competencies. So we have to improve your competencies as we go along. Focus on productivity, optimization, energy management, green energy. What all can we do to make our manufacturing sustainable? Educate academia. I think academia has also a role to play. Sir, I request all academicians who are there today, you please ensure we establish and nurture industry relationships. Recommend curriculum changes. Faculty development training, consultancy, innovation centers with fast labs, ideas, incubation cells, academia network. Government, I think they have to establish a good, strong backbone, internet, adapt and change to the education. Incentivize, eliminate waste. I think there are a lot of things the government also can do. Sir, I really want to tell you that many of us in the industry want to help the academia, to interact with the academia, to bring in the latest so that the students who are passing out get more and more into knowing what is there in the future for them. So these are the few things which I thought I should talk on. Are you prepared to help manufacturing business? Please ride the next wave. And this is what I wanted to advise you. So thank you. Was it okay? Was it audible right through and the presentation visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it was audible. Sir, that was a great presentation. Sorry, sir, I interpreted.
Thank you very much to everybody for having given me this opportunity to be here today and talk to you youngsters. This makes me younger. It makes me really look younger.
So thanks.
So thank you very much. Thank you to the
I have one
dean
doubt.
and to the HOD. Yeah, please. I may get out because there is something wrong with my computer. It says it another 1 minute it will shut down. I'll try to join it on my on my iPhone so that we are able to be there for that. Okay.
Okay, sir, we will wait.
Go ahead. You go ahead and ask your question. As long as I'm there, I'll try to answer you. If there's an issue, I will join on that. Don't worry. Go ahead.
If any of the participants have any query, please unmute and answer it.
Sir, I have one question, sir. Sir, you have said that big data analytics will be the future of India.
Pardon? Please come again.
Right. Sir, you have said that big data analytics will have the better scope in future.
I'm not able to hear you. Please come again slowly. Talk a little slowly, please.
Sir. Sir, you have said that big data analytics
Yes.
will be the future of industry.
Yeah. But process industries.
Yes, sir. Right from the college graduate, where to start big data analytics, sir, as a professor?
I think there are a lot of, I understand, I am not an academician. I understand there are a lot of courses that are available today for big data analysis. They would teach you, it's something similar to statistics. So I think there are courses available today for us to go into it and learn. I think and there are some master's degree in that in some colleges. I understand we have got a guy from one of the IITs who has done such courses. So I will also ask my people in which colleges it is there, and I will let the dean know about it so that he can communicate to you. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
So,
yeah.
Sir, this is Ramesh.
Yes.
You nicely mentioned about industry academia collaboration.
Yeah.
And right now, I feel in India is that the both hands should shake. So the both industry and academia should come and shake hands, which is both have their own reluctancy. I could see that like academia has got their own reluctancy because they have their own set of things to do, whereas industry has got their own set of things, and they feel that maybe the academia is still not ready to listen to their problems and solve. And this is what we have been talking about in alumni association as well. So how can we bridge the gap as an industry person? How can we ask both of them to come much closer on your perspective, and especially at AC Tech?
Ramesh, I really want to tell you, Ramesh, I think we as the alumni from AC Tech should help. Who is helping in IITs? I've gone to IITs very regularly. It is the alumni who interact with the faculty. And many of the IIT faculties are coming for training at various industries. And their MTech students, they get their MTech for problem solving in industry. I think we should accept, and with the academy, with the dean, and with the higher authorities of maybe the vice chancellor, I don't know who else is there, we should try to say for master's degree and for doctorate, it is not just writing some theory paper. No, we should say if they solve an industry problem that could earn them a doctorate, can we get people working in the industry to do work along with the academia on a part-time basis on industry problem solving? And for that, can we give them an MTech? Can we give them some other recognition? I think we should start working on such things to really bring it up. I really understand what you're saying. In fact, I will tell you, it was a pain for me when I came to the college the other day to see our nanotechnology. I saw a laboratory called nanotechnology there. Sir, please don't mistake me, Dean. If you don't mind, can I go ahead, sir?
Yeah, please, sir. Please, sir. Nothing, no problem.
Please don't mistake me, sir. Please don't mistake me.
It is not a mistake, please. Please, you give your opinion. We welcome all the criticism as well as praise. Not always praise. Criticisms are more important.
I'm saying, sir.
Improve. Please, sir.
See, I find when I came there, there is a laboratory on the ground floor called nanotechnology. Something like that is written there. But inside there is not in space to move. There was so much of furniture, which was unused furniture, which was inside on that day. Can we look at nanotechnology is the future of the day? Can we work with some industries to really upgrade it and make it a live nano lab where students can learn what is happening in the real world? But for this, I know it's a government college and therefore we have so much of rules, regulations. How do all of us work together to break it, sir? That is where I think we should work together and make it happen, sir. This is my humble request.
Yes, thank you, sir. I just want to add on certain things. Actually, it was a difficult time for us. We were not having some infrastructure and other things. Now I think we have got all of the entire AC Tech building with us, and now renovations are going on. Actually, that nanotechnology was in the cellar, and now we are moving it to a better places and things. But apart from that, all the research labs also individuals can do research technologies and other things. On the part of you mentioning with the industry-based R&D PhD projects, yes, it is actually we welcome. And actually, the government of India is having a separate scheme where the scholars who are working will get a double fellowship, one from the industry and one from the Prime Minister's scholarship scheme. If any of the industry problems is given and we can identify the persons to work in the academia, they will get a very good remuneration, as well as you can identify good people to do such research also. So
yes, sir. I think we should work together.
We should welcome, sir. We are welcoming. Maybe we will have an interaction of industry with the institute quite often, so that we can identify such problems. Small problems can be given to postgraduates. We welcome all those real-time industry problems and things to be addressed by students. We can even give it innovative things to the youngsters who can also do these BTech students who are very much interested to do innovative things. They can do very well during their off time and other things. They are also very much interested. We are opening some innovation cell so that everyone can work like that. We will create a 24 hours innovation cell where people can work, sir.
I think these are very good ideas, sir. I think the more we interact with industry, sir, I am also prepared to bring some people to interact with people like you who are more forward looking, and how to overcome some of the things to ensure a more productive industry academia interaction, sir. I think we should all work together. Only then it's no use, as Ramesh said, so I think what Ramesh said is 100% right. I think we should work together. Such say today, if IIT has become like this, quite a lot of contribution has come from its alumni, and I think we are also quite a lot of our alumni are doing fantastic jobs across the globe, and all of them would be prepared to help the college because we all spent 5 years there. It has been our home for 5 years in our most productive age of our life, the most enjoyable part of our life, I would say. And we would like to definitely do more for the college, sir. Thank you, sir. Anything else? Any other questions,
yes,
sir?
sir. One more question, sir.
Please.
Harriet has posted in the chat box that will nanotechnology overlap chemical engineering in the coming days?
I don't know whether we should call it as nanotechnology. It is not that chemical engineering will be overcome. Huh? This is more of a physical bonding. It's not a chemical bonding first. So therefore, it is only going to add value and not reduce value. See, I cannot make glass without making a furnace. We need to melt it, we need to melt the glass, melt the raw materials to make the glass. But what are we doing in the nanotech? We are adding on the glass the coatings. What was done earlier to our sun control, we were first brought clear glass and put when there was no films, people put newspaper on it to reduce the heat coming in. Then came the films, people stuck films. Then we started making tinted glass. Am I right? Then we have chemical vapor deposition was started, CVD as we used to call it, to get the light reflected. Today, when you see that light, it will be harsh to your eyes. Whereas today, the nanotechnology allows us to do soft coatings. So there is internal reflection there. And therefore, it is not very aggressive on your eyes. So things will keep on changing. So the basic thing cannot change, I don't know whether I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes. So does any of the other participants have any queries? They can ask now.
Dr. Raj, the Faculty of Chemical Engineering, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to pose one question about this. After this pandemic period, there's a lot of deglobalization, and you can say in manufacturing, supply chain localization have started. How far this will help our chemical industries, sir?
Okay, see, I think it's going to happen more today. Big raw material. I think in the pharma, it has already started happening. I understand. I'm not a pharma man, but I hear when I go to CIM meetings that in the pharma industry, it has started happening. It has started happening in the auto component industry, where some specific parts were coming from China, but the shortages started coming. So people have started making it in locally. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities, like the phones, Apple phones, etc. Many things have started being made. For the chemical industries also, I'm sure bulk chemicals production is going to improve in India instead of importing it from other countries. We have most of the raw materials with us. We are blessed with many raw materials. So I think we would definitely, our entrepreneurs would take benefit of this and start making more and more of that. And maybe with the more digitalizing, the productivity, the efficiencies of such things will also improve. I'm already seeing a change in the solar industry. More and more the components required for the solar cell is now people have started investing in India to manufacture, whether it be the aluminum profiles or whether it is the plastics that are required or the connectors that are required. Many things people have started, and as usual, I find that investment is growing in Gujarat, where the people are really investing quite a lot on that. Have I answered your doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So many entrepreneurs has to come out with producing chemicals, so that we'll be entering into that area.
Yeah, it will happen.
Energy and
it's only a question of evolution.
Industries.
It's only evolution. No, it will happen automatically.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we have one more question in the chat box. Akshay has asked, is lean manufacturing possible in chemical process industries?
I don't see. Lean manufacturing is possible anywhere in any industry. Now you cannot say lean. By lean, what do you mean by lean? It is not that lean manufacturing, reducing manpower alone is not lean. That's what I tried to explain. Can we improve the efficiencies of our operations using digital? Can we have minimum deviation? Can we take the action immediately on deviation? Not wait. So you have to adapt what you want as lean for your processes. What is lean for a auto component manufacturer or an engineering industry may be a different understanding from a chemical industry. Okay?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Any more questions? So, okay, so no more questions. We can continue with the events.
So thank you very much, sir. I think I want to thank the students of ACTech, organizers of Chemfluence'21, the Dean, Dr. Meenakshi Sundaram, and the HOD. Please, thank you very much for having given me this opportunity and look forward to more and Ramesh from entrepreneur from AC Tech alumni who wanted me to talk today. So Ramesh, I hope I made justice to your request. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a great presentation. And I'm sure the students felt enlightened by your presentation and got to know about various modern manufacturing techniques. And thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So can I call off?
Yes, sir.
We still have a few band performance and vote of thanks, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead. Then I'll wait. It will be over another 10 minutes. I'll wait. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your wonderful presentation, sir. Where words fail, music speaks. Let our words be filled. Our junior music will speak and make you feel. I request the host to play the band performance by the second year of chemical engineering students.
சிறகுகள் வீசியே சுதந்திர ஆசையில் போகிறேன் நான் போகிறேன் உலகத்தின் ஓசையில் புது ஒளி வீசிட போகிறேன் நான் போகிறேன் ஆசைகள் எல்லாம் எனக்கென கொண்டு மீசைகள் இல்லா கணவர் கண்டு ஒரு புகழ் தேடி பயணங்கள் என்று சிறுபகலின் சிறகுகள் என்று போகிறேன் நான் போகிறேன் போகிறேன் நான் போகிறேன் போகிறேன் நான் போகிறேன்
மதரே மாதரே ஆளாகும் தூரோடு பாதங்கள் தூரோடு சீருங்கள் வாருங்கள் வாருங்கள் பூமியின் கோலங்கள் இது உங்கள் தானம் இனிமேல் உலகம் பார்க்க போகுது மனிதனின் வீரங்கள் சிங்கப்பெண்ணே சிங்கப்பெண்ணே ஆனிதமே உன்னை வணங்குமே சிங்கப்பெண்ணே சிங்கப்பெண்ணே ஆனிதமே உன்னை வணங்குமே நன்றி கடன் தீர்ப்பதற்கு கருவிலே முனையேந்துவே ஒரு முறை தலை குறி உன்னற்றி சிங்க முகத்தை பார்ப்பதற்கு மட்டுமே ஏறு 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 மஞ்சள் வலிமை கொண்டு ஏறு உன்னை பெண் என்று கேலி செய்த கூட்டம் ஒரு நாள் உன்னை வணங்கிடும் முயல்வதில்லை ஏறு 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 மஞ்சள் வலிமை கொண்டு ஏறு உன்னை பெண் என்று கேலி செய்த கூட்டம் ஒரு நாள் உன்னை வணங்கிடும் முயல்வதில்லை சிங்கப்பெண்ணே சிங்கப்பெண்ணே ஆனிதமே உன்னை வணங்குமே
சூரியனோ சந்திரனோ யாரிவனோ சட்டென சொல்லு சேர பாண்டிய சூரனும் இவனோ சொல்லு சொல்லு சட்டென சொல்லு சூரியனோ சந்திரனோ யாரிவனோ சட்டென சொல்லு சேர பாண்டிய சூரனும் இவனோ சொல்லு சொல்லு சட்டென சொல் பாரடி பாரடி யாரடி இவனோ பாய்கிற சிறுத்தைய காலடி இவனோ கூரடி கூரடி யாரடி இவனோ கெட்டது கட்டென சுற்றிலும் சிவனோ
பல்லேருக்க சேலத்துக்கா மதுருக்கா மெட்ராஸுக்கா திருச்சிக்கா திருத்தணிக்கா பல்லேருக்கா ஒட்டு மொத்த மக்களுக்கா அண்ணா வந்த தமிழ்நாடு அமெரிக்கா காவிரி யாரும் கை குத்தல் அரிசியும் மறந்து போகுமா ஓ தாவணி பெண்களும் துதுவிடும் கண்களும் தொலைந்து போகுமா நம்ம களத்து மேடு மங்கர கரிச காடு செம்மண்ணி தெளிக்கும் ரோடு சடுகுடு 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 ஆடிய மரத்தடி படுபடு கடுகன பொருத்திய முருகடி தொட 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 உடைகிற பனி துளி சுட 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 கிடக்கிற இட்டில் கடகட கடகன அதுகிற ரயிலடி கடகட கடகன கடக்கிற காவிரி விரு விரு விருவென மறிக்கிற வெற்றில் முரு முரு முருவென முறுக்கிய மீசைகள் மலையிலிருக்கு பல்லேருக்கா சேலத்துக்கா மதுருக்கா மெட்ராஸுக்கா திருச்சிக்கா திருத்தணிக்கா பல்லேருக்கா ஒட்டு மொத்த மக்களுக்கா அண்ணா வந்த தமிழ்நாடு அமெரிக்கா.
Thank you, juniors, for your wonderful performance. Now I call upon Mr. Jayasurya, Joint Secretary of ACE, to conclude the event with a vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. As curtains fall on today's set of formal events, I deem it an honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the team ACE on this memorable occasion. Let us first thank the omnipresent, omnipotent for being alongside and making today's function exceptional. First and foremost, we would like to thank our honorable chief guest, Mr. Swaminathan Icenhover, Managing Director of St. Gobain India Private Limited, Glass Solutions and Strategic Projects, for enlightening us. We are grateful for our well-wisher, our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. S. Meenakshi Sundaram sir, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence and for his extending constant support and guidance to all the students at all times. Thank you very much, sir. We sincerely thank our beloved senior and HOD Professor Dr. Lima Rose Miranda ma'am for her kindness, motivations, and her relentless efforts in nurturing our students and providing constant encouragement to get better and better by the day. Ma'am, you are indeed a role model to all of us. Aspiring chemical engineers, we would also like to take this opportunity to thank our staff coordinators, Professor Dr. K.V. Radha ma'am, Assistant Professor Dr. T. Shantoshni Priya ma'am, for their guidance and support. We would like to thank our title sponsor, Kothari Petrochemicals Limited, co-sponsors Chemfluence and Redwood Innovation Partners, and even sponsors Quality Water Management, Monit Pro, and our alumni, Mr. Arogya Laborious, batch of 2009, Mr. Ilayaraja Palanisamy, batch of 1989, and Mr. Ramesh, batch of 1989, for their contributions and unwavering support. We would like to thank all our staff and teachers who have taken out time from their hectic schedules to attend this online inaugural function. A big shout out and heartfelt thanks to our beloved juniors who have shown great enthusiasm and interest in attending this online inauguration. Last but certainly not the least, we would like to thank our technical team for serving as the backbone for this online inauguration and creating visual and virtual feast for all those that witnessed the events. Thank you one and all present here for helping this event happen and encouraging us to get better, and all the best for the event participants. Thank you and have an amazing day ahead. Stay safe. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Jayasurya. I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem of India.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।
என்ன இன்னும் அந்த ஜாயிண்ட் ரேகை ஓடிட்டு
Thank you everyone for joining us today.
Thank you everyone for joining.
The participants may leave now.
Thank you everyone for joining. Stay safe, stay home.